I'm Mr. Timothy Precella, and this is my twin brother Anthony Precella. We'll be teaching this co-requisite class together this semester. And let's start going through the syllabus. And just look at whatever projector is closest to you. I can see it. Nope, it ain't going to let me zoom anymore. Okay. You're taking 2 math classes at the same time. Don't let it intimidate you. The classes are blended in such a way that we'll move through I think we move through the course material very smoothly, of course.
Well, you didn't think it was smooth.
Then I'd change. I'd change it. Lessons are presented using Pearson MyLab. You'll need to purchase online access for Pearson instead of purchasing a textbook for the course. The paper-bound textbook is strictly optional. Most people only buy the Pearson Access. You do not need, if you're going to the bookstore, some of the people there are telling the students they got to buy 2 separate codes. No. This blended course uses only 1 code. The college algebra with intermediate algebra, and we have a picture. The name, there it is, College Algebra with Intermediate Algebra, a blended course, first edition. College has been using this since the co-requisite courses were mandated in 2018, and we're at least I'm very happy with the book.
And I think all the teachers are.
Oh, good. Okay.
And what we're looking at right now is the syllabus, which is posted on Canvas, so you never lose it. You can look back at it at any time.
This is the syllabus for the college algebra portion. That's the important grade.
You're going to get 2 grades, 1 for the foundation, 1 for the college algebra. Ideally, you'll make an A in college algebra, and then that foundation's grade is irrelevant. Okay? But you'll get an A in foundations too.
Oh, in the interest of public health, you may choose to complete this course without attending class meetings. Attendance is not required as long as you're doing the assignments. Now, let's say 2 weeks before the end of the semester, you decide, you say, okay, I'm going to do this online, and you do nothing all semester long. You set up your MyLab course and maybe do 1 assignment, and then decide, okay, now I'll start back working on it, start working on the course. You won't be able to complete it. We have safeguards built in then, okay? But attendance is not required as long as you are working on the assignments. I've embedded lecture videos within each new lesson, so you don't have to attend class in person in order to see me discuss the material and work examples. The course is designed so that anyone with a Windows or Apple computer, a laptop, most people have laptops, with the webcam can complete the course anywhere in the world. Also, if I'm absent and am well enough to do so, by that I mean if both of us are, because if one of us is absent, the other one will carry on. There's something coming up real soon, and I'll be absent, but he'll just do the whole thing himself. No colorful repartee, I suppose, but still. Now, let's see. If I'm well enough, if we're both absent, we'll make a class lecture video and post it so that you won't get behind just because of my absence or our absences. Although hopefully we won't be absent. You're expected to start the coursework during the first week of the semester. Pearson offers a 2-week free trial if you're waiting for financial aid to come through. Failure to start the coursework during the first week of the semester could result in you being dropped from the course by the registrar. I will not fill out drop slips. Neither will Tony. But when it's time for us to do the reporting, it used to be it wasn't until the end of the 2nd week that we had to certify the roles for Austin. But all that's changed with that most recent legislature. So I'm not sure when we'll be certifying the roles. So to make sure you're not dropped for non-attendance or non-participation, be sure to start the homework. Now, if you're here coming and signing in, okay. But
if you don't read the syllabus, you might wind up with an F in the class.
Yeah.
But if you're attending class and you have a question, you can ask me, but 99.9% of all questions are answered on the syllabus, okay? But Oh, wow, did I just say not to ask me a question? I didn't mean it to come up with that. But for my strictly online classes, so often, all day I've been answering emails. Okay, if you look at the second page of the syllabus, or okay, look at the thing labeled important note on the syllabus and stuff. So
we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Once you've joined the Pearson MyLab course, you'll need to click Assignments in order to begin the coursework. That's not necessarily true. If you're, the assignments will be right here on Canvas. I'm assuming y'all's looks the way it does when I have it set up as a student view, where you can just click on the assignments here through Canvas.
Okay.
You don't have to go through my Pearson MyLab. Oh, click on the first lesson. Each homework lesson contains videos that teach the material. Okay. I'm on Pearson MyLab. Here's the first one we're going to be doing today.
Oh,
there are videos here. Oh, this is a long one. What's wrong?
So, is there a way we can zoom in better?
Oh, yeah, but I don't know that they need
okay.
to...
okay, I guess I don't need to see it.
See what I'm... Just, here's the videos. The first two videos are things that Tony and I recorded during previous semesters in different classes. This last one is the Pearson video. Oh, that's Elaine Martin Gay.
A very famous math textbook author that also makes videos.
Yeah,
so,
for her classes. And for
well, you don't understand what we're saying. There's no way you won't understand what dear Elaine Martin Gay is saying. She's absolutely one of the most famous
and sweetest math
authors.
And so you're going to, and by the way, you've got to go through and click the media before you can click the homework, even though hopefully you won't need to watch these videos. You're here today. You're going to hear us talking about square roots, so hopefully you'll decide you don't need to watch those videos. But it's always funny when I start watching them and I notice, how similar they are to what I just did, to what I just finished doing in my class. Just moving through.
Tim, I don't hear the volume. Oh, it's real low on here.
Yeah, the volume doesn't go to these speakers.
I think we got to adjust it somehow, but that's irrelevant. But there is volume.
There is. There's volume. Let me see something.
Oh, there it is. Just make it louder that way.
No, I think it's this one.
6, 4, 2. Well, I hate to hear my voice. It's so annoying.
I
don't know how y'all do it.
I mean,
my gosh, if I had to listen to him sitting there talking
I'm always
non-stop.
shocked that we sound like that. To me, I sound so
much better than
so
here. I sound
mature
like I'm
and sophisticated, but there, I don't know.
Sound like I'm okay. So anyway, we're going to be doing all of this in a moment with different numbers, however.
And at the end of the class, we'll have a little video that we're going to upload to our Fall 2023 playlist on our YouTube channel. Here's the second one. I don't know which one when this was, but you still got, and I'm assuming everyone's familiar with YouTube. Remember, there's the volume for YouTube. YouTube has the volume and your device has a volume. So you got to make sure you have them both turned up, okay? So if I'll get emails from people saying, there's no volume. Well, you either don't have the YouTube volume up or your own device volume, because there is volume. But you see what we did once we checked those three, hold on. Okay, once we clicked those three videos here, now you can click the homework and get started. Okay? But you have to click, even if you're not watching them, you got to get that green check before, eventually we'll stop doing that. But here at the beginning, and if you don't check them, then you're not going to make 100. You've got to check these things, or else, because they're part of the grade within the homework assignment. So, it's not hard. Let's go back to the... Where is that? Let's see.
So, you work through in order. There's prerequisites in order to do assignment 2. You have to have done assignment 1. Okay? And so you work through it in order. You don't jump around. Okay? After homework due date's passed, you'll get a 0 if you haven't done it, but you can still continue working on it. There's no late penalty for homework. Okay? And there's not a late penalty for tests either. Okay.
In this class, y'all are the only one, okay? Because the way the tests are going to be handled, let's see. There'll be 2 tests in the comprehensive final exam to determine your Math 13-14 grade. Let's see. You can't race through the material and take the final exam while you're on the 14-day free temporary access on Pearson MyLab.
Because if you do and you don't pay for it, you lose the grades. Okay, we aren't able to access your work and stuff. So, there's no way around paying for that access.
If you pay online, I think it's about $100 for the access, but it's 2 courses. So that's really only $50 a course. You say, well, you only see one My Math Lab course. That's right. It's blended together. It's all blended together. Okay. If you do not take a test by its due date, Pearson will automatically assign a grade 0. On tests and quizzes, you have 2 attempts. If you don't take the test or quiz by the due date, Pearson assigns a 0. That's one of your attempts. So then
you still have another attempt with no late penalty.
It says here, you may still take the test, but with a late penalty, no.
No.
No, this time we will not have a late penalty this semester. And I'll tell you why. Like the homework, most of you will take your tests at home. You'll use the Pearson Lockdown Browser and Monitoring System to monitor you during the tests and quizzes. For tests and quizzes, you'll need a Windows or Apple computer with a webcam and a photo ID. Since Chromebooks and mobile devices are not compatible with Pearson monitoring, you cannot use a Chromebook or mobile device for quiz or test taking. If you have a Chromebook and that's what you're using, what we'll do as it gets close to test time, we'll announce, okay, Wednesdays, October 1st, that's going to be Chromebook testing. So those of you that have a Chromebook that can't run the monitoring system, you'll come here and take the test and we'll proctor the exam ourselves. They say that there's no way to get around the
Pearson monitoring system.
If it's set up, if one student has to use the Pearson monitoring system, all students have to. There is a way to get around it, but it takes a little
my brother, he was the one that figured it out. And I was like, oh, wow.
And I have to do it individually for each student that's using a Chromebook.
So let's suppose 40 of y'all are using Chromebooks, we'll never get it done. Okay? But hopefully,
I imagine in the past, most people have a Windows or Apple computer and take it at home. Those with Chromebooks, you'll come here and we'll have testing days built in throughout the semester. You can use a calculator on quizzes and tests. You can't use a phone or another electronic device on
or
quizzes.
Another person.
You can't use another person, that's right. Your college has a new cheating policy, and it seems extremely strict.
There's some stuff that even I think, that shouldn't be cheating, but I guess I got a say. I just didn't know when I was supposed to give my say until I found out, it's over. Here's the new policy. I was like,
they've been working on it for 10 years. I didn't know about that. That's my own fault, right? You'll be prompted to present your photo ID when you're taking the test at home, and
if for some reason you don't have a photo ID, or if you don't show that, that's fine. You can come to class and show me your ID, and I'll be okay.
And I have to then make sure that the person sitting there taking that test is the person that's registered and the person on that ID. Okay, but we'll need to show that ID. Now, if you're here coming to class, I guess you show your ID to me to convince me that, when you're taking the test, that you are actually.
You don't have your mathematical genius cousin.
Well, if it's an identical twin, I couldn't tell the difference anyway.
Okay. Oh, wow, things would have been so much easier nowadays.
With what?
back then we had to go to class at the same time, but now just think, I'd use your ID.
Well, I think you're
Take the
talking about
test
how you
on
could cheat now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not.
That's right. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do take Tony's driver's license and go and pick up orders at Walmart and stuff like that. I never can tell. So, quizzes. The quizzes will be used to determine your Math 314 grade. Refer to the 314 syllabus for more information. We'll see that in a moment. Oh, here it goes. Important note. We implemented this important note after last fall semester. We changed policy, a new policy. First new policy Tony and I have implemented in, 20 years? Let's see.
Wow, they really like to know that.
Well, this strategy frequently
okay.
After mid-semester, and we're putting the date, October 23rd. After October 23rd, students are not allowed to complete more than 4 past due assignments per week. That's homework, quizzes, or tests. This is designed to stop what I talked about earlier. Somebody waiting until the last week of the semester.
Well, last fall it was the week of finals. When that student of yours decided, I'm now starting the coursework. Oh, and my gosh.
I'm going to jump. And no, you're not locked out. You've got to do every assignment. You can't just jump to the test, okay? If you're going to pay somebody to do this coursework for you, you're going to be paying them a lot because they got to do every homework, the review before they're even able to take your test.
Now, altogether, how many?
32.
There are 32 assignments this semester.
And that's not bad at all for 2 classes.
For 2 classes, and that counts reviews and tests. Mm-hmm. That's why we have everything numbered there.
But after October 23rd, that's the date that's mid-semester, and so that means the 8 weeks are over, and we still have 8 weeks left. So at that point, we'll begin the 4 past due assignments, and understand something. Let's say that you wait, and you're going to start on October 23rd, you're going to start the course. That's what you're going to do. You're just waiting around. You can't decide, I'm going to jump down. Here we are, October 26th. I'm going to do this one and get caught up. No.
It'll let
the teacher get over it,
but not y'all.
You're going to have to work through it in order. Is that clear? And we'll be reminding y'all as it gets closer. Okay. So if a student gets so far behind they can't complete the coursework doing no more than 4 assignments per week during the second half of the semester, that student should drop. I hate to say it. If
there's only 5 weeks left of the semester and you haven't done assignment 1, then going at 4 per week, you can only get 20 of them done.
There's 32 assignments.
And so you're not going to get it done. So, okay. Anyway.
This professor encourages students to complete assignments at least 2 days before the due dates. But if it's homework, and I know things happen, you didn't get it done. Well, you just click on it when you have a chance and get it done as soon as possible. There's no late penalty on homework, and we're not even doing late penalties on tests or quizzes, okay?
But, if as soon as possible is 2.5 months, then maybe that's a time when you shouldn't be taking 2 math classes. I hate to say it. So I know things happen and students get behind. College is a big old juggling act, trying to get this assignment due for this class and this one due for this one. We are making it as easy as possible for you, and that you can take your test at home. On days you're absent, there's going to be videos, so I don't think I'm being unreasonable as a teacher to say, with all of that, you can't do more than 4 past due per week. And you might wonder, well, how many assignments are we going to be doing a week? Every class meeting, we do 1 new lesson. Well, there'll be some reviews built in and the quizzes, but it's only 1 new topic, 1 new lesson per class meeting.
Prerequisites, warning, don't wait until the last day that something's, I guess with the test, since we're not given a late penalty. But then, you know,
You'll get a zero if you don't take it.
You're right. So don't wait until the day a test or quiz is due to take it. Try to take it before, in case you run into internet problems, what have you. Every assignment, except the first one, contains prerequisites that you must complete before you're able to move forward.
No late penalties.
All the due dates are clearly stated on MyLab. They're also on Canvas. And if you haven't satisfied the prerequisite for a test or quiz, before a test or quiz, there's a review. You've got to make at least an 80 on that review before you can go take that test or quiz. That's what we're saying there about.
And you say, well, what happens if you can't make an 80? You can rework every problem an unlimited number of times. So,
we have it set so. You miss a problem, you say similar problem, and you keep on until you master that problem and go on. Mm-hmm. Late penalties. There it is. It says there's no late penalties in this course. The due dates are intended to help you move smoothly through. I encourage you to do your best to stay caught up on adhering to the posted due dates. A calculator containing a logarithm key is required. We don't mention the calculators you can use, but the ones you can't use are things like the TI Inspire CAS. A plain Inspire is fine. The thing that says CAS, Computer Algebraic System, or the TI-89, the TI-92, is it the Casio that does the Voyage 200?
But those are really just sort of like tablets or phones. So,
no cell phones can be used on quizzes or tests.
If you just absolutely can't get a calculator, then you want to use your cell phone as a calculator, you can do that. Sitting in here with the Chromebook testing. So,
well, if you have a Windows or Apple laptop, you can bring that too. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Contact information. The best way to contact me is my Canvas email. They told us, what year was it? Was it 2018 when the college was hit with that cyber attack? We were told not to open attachments and to put that in our syllabus. Well, I still open attachments.
How many attachments have I opened today?
I know. I'll be in my office, Gen C 217H, that's Tony's office, or Gen C 217C, or this classroom from 1 to 2 Mondays and Wednesdays.
I like to be in here personally.
Yeah,
we were here by around a little after 1. And so if you need to speak to one of us, that's the best time to do it, okay?
Virtual office hours on Canvas, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Here's the direct email for Tony. My students, my syllabus has that direct email. You should only use that email if Canvas is not available.
Sometimes I forget to check my junk mail, and oh wow, a student sent me an email not through Canvas, and they're thinking he won't answer his email. Well, it didn't come through Canvas, and it went into the
and that's something y'all should remember for all your teachers.
Okay.
Message them through Canvas, because with the security, with the email filters that the college has in place, trying to prevent, another cyber attack.
When I email something to myself on my home email, it always goes into spam, and I get it, and you know what I do? I click not spam, and guess what? It moves it out of spam, and the next time I send something, what does it do?
Spam.
It's back in spam. So just be aware of that.
Now, I think my problem is those attachments. Program reviews, assessment stuff.
I think it's so big, it's a virus or something. Okay.
Course grade. We're finally getting to the important stuff. Your homework average counts 20% of your course grade. Test 1 and Test 2 count 25% each. And the final exam counts 30% of your course grade. So your course average is calculated by 0.2 times your homework average, plus 0.25 times Test 1 grade, plus 0.25 times Test 2 grade, plus 0.3 times final exam grade. Don't y'all love that Canvas grade book? I'll be honest, when we started using Canvas, I was of the mind, the Pearson
It can't
gradebook
be
is
better than
vastly
the
better.
Pearson, but
No,
it is.
they've kept on working that Canvas gradebook.
Gradebook.
Y'all look at that when you look and see, and it says what percent the stuff counts, and suppose you're going to take the final, what's your course average going to be, all that stuff. So traditional break-offs, you can check your course average using the Canvas gradebook throughout the semester. Your numeric average will show in the Canvas gradebook at the end of the semester. It'll show periodically as well.
As soon as you start getting grades.
Last date of attendance. If somebody fails the course, the due date of the last assignment completed will be the last date of attendance that we submit.
Or if you're attending, then
class,
whenever you
signed in. You're right.
Okay.
Let's say you take your first test and you decide, I want to study a little more, and then take it again to review tests. That's where the Pearson MyLab gradebook becomes important, okay? Here, under Pearson MyLab, that gradebook, well, we don't have any assignments in here. We don't have, I was clicking the little videos. You see, you click the gradebook, and then normally it'd be like, you'd want to review your test to see what did you miss. You would click review right there, and it go through and see what you did wrong, maybe study some more, Oh, goodness, this cheating policy. Students caught cheating will be punished. Students are going to be punished to the maximum extent allowed by Del Mar College policy. And I encourage you to look at that new cheating policy.
Well, once I actually find it online, I'll put a link, maybe an announcement.
Yeah.
Don't y'all want that, an announcement saying, here's the new cheating policy and stuff. And then they even told me that they're going to keep track of, the policy keeps track of this person is cheating in English, so that if there's a problem in math, they can look and see, that's a cheater. And I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. I don't like that either. But no one asked. Well, I'm sure they did. They had a committee working on it for 10 years, so I suspect at some point or another, one of those emails I didn't really pay much attention to might have talked about it,
Office of Disability Services located in the Harvin Center. Is it?
I thought someone might have told me they moved that.
Really?
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yes. Where is it now? In the Harvin Center?
In the Harvin Center? Oh, okay, so it is still in the Harvin Center. Okay, thanks.
The Math Learning Center.
That's where you go get some some free tutoring, in person or online. There's the hours.
And there's two new. There's a location out there at the Oso Creek campus, the new campus, and there's a location at the Windward campus. I think I'll put this link on an announcement for y'all. Let's see. Here it is. Just click the link on the syllabus. Look, here it is.
Look at all of these hours.
They do the online tutoring. Now that's based out of this location here on Heritage Campus. And okay, so Saturday, hold on. That ain't doing it.
Well, you have the link. Okay.
So it's only Monday through Thursday at Oso Creek and Windward. But it's my understanding, I've heard that Oso Creek's Math Learning Center and the Windward Campus Math Learning Center are much less crowded. Okay, so say you're studying for a test and want to see a tutor. If you live near one of these other locations, you don't have to be taking your classes there. Any student can go there. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, wow.
Do y'all ever use tutor.com?
Is it still there on campus, isn't it?
Oh, Lord. No, there it is.
Yeah, tutor.com. It actually works pretty good helping students with math questions.
I've had some friends that have carried on about how great it is, and so we're supposed to tell you all. Okay. And I lost the syllabus. Where is it?
Oh, did I close that?
I did it.
Without
thinking. How did our syllabus get to
So
be so long?
We're supposed to.
Here's something else we were supposed to put in. Years ago, they told us to put in this thing about B1713, Standards of Student Conduct Policy. I wonder if that policy still even exists.
I hope it does. And
This
it's being
policy is
recorded
applicable to all students enrolled at Del Mar. To ensure that all practices and actions of the college are applied to the students in an equal and non-discriminatory manner. The policy includes standards and procedures.
Oh, Tim, I can read that.
Yeah,
keep going.
Student learning outcomes for Math 1314 as dictated by the state. So
this is what Texas says you'll learn in the course, and if you do well in the course, this is exactly what you will have learned, okay? Again, you don't need a paper book, but the access, if you buy the access code online directly from Pearson, you don't need any of this stuff. It'll give you the right one. But if you're going to the bookstore, make sure you're getting the code that says
College Algebra with Intermediate Algebra.
A blended course.
It doesn't necessarily have to say a blended course. The student showed me hers, and it just said College Algebra with Intermediate Algebra, and I think it had Beecher's name.
Oh, okay. Well, a student sent me theirs, and it said a blended course. But okay,
great.
Oh, student services, a lot more information there.
And now let's go through the Math 314 syllabus. We're never going to get through, aren't we?
I know, because we still have a whole lesson to do.
I know, we got a whole... Yeah, okay, here. And here. This one's shorter, this syllabus. Hold on. Okay, so this is the foundations part. You got to be enrolled concurrently in a Math 1314 class, which you are... you should read the Math 1314 syllabus before reading this 314 syllabus, which you did. The homework is done all through the Math 1314 shell. You shouldn't be using this Math 0314 shell on Canvas for anything other than just looking at the syllabus. There won't be any grades. It's just the syllabus. And quizzes, okay. There are 3 quizzes in this course. That's under the other shell. There's a test 1, test 2, and then final exam. That's for 1314. There's a quiz 1, quiz 2, and final quiz. That average is for 314. At the end of the semester, we'll be comparing. Okay, what's the quiz average? What's your Math 1314 average? Let's say your quiz average is a 70, but you made an 80 in Math 1314. That's what's important. College algebra is what's important. So we'd give you a B in both of the classes. The grade you get in this in 314 will be the higher of the quiz average or your college algebra average. Okay.
So it's sort of impossible to pass college algebra and not pass the foundations.
That's
course.
correct.
It is possible to pass the foundations but not pass college algebra. If that happens, then the next time you repeat just a
plain 1314 standalone course, okay?
But that doesn't happen a whole lot.
It doesn't.
I mean,
really
I thought
doesn't.
when we started it happened a whole lot, but
Really
I don't
doesn't.
think. There.
So of course.
For the foundations grade, you don't get a D or F. They give an R. That was something that started 20. Oh my gosh.
93. You're right.
30 years ago.
30 years ago.
And
at this school,
at Del Mar, and they're still doing
students
that.
wanting to drop this class could go to the registrar's office to do so. Students are responsible for dropping themselves. This instructor is not responsible for dropping students.
Okay, I think it's now. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, all this stuff. Okay.
I think that's it. Any questions? I'm sure you have questions, okay? I know we're just saying so much stuff. It's
And not just
hitting you
us,
in
every
the face.
teacher, all your teachers today, if this is your first day, especially if this is your first day here in college. Oh, wow. Are some of y'all in here? I mean, first day at college? No?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
So,
Okay, wow. Okay.
So when you log into Canvas
Okay.
and you have your little dashboard, let me X that
Can you
out.
make that a little bigger?
Can I make what a little bit that screen? See, is that better? Okay, so here's the little Foundations Canvas course. Do I click on that to do homework?
Say
No. I go to the college algebra one, and this is what it would look like under Student View. Once you've logged in and set up your you won't see this little list here until you've tied your Canvas account to the MyLab and Mastering. But there's a Getting Started document right here, and I tried to mark out the things that didn't apply. Okay, the thing about Barnes and Noble, Follett, Willow, I don't even know what that stuff is. Okay, so it goes through. Basically, what you'd have to do, click MyLab and Mastering, and it'll make you go through and you have to sign in.
Okay, click here and see what happens.
It'll make me accept the little agreement, the user license. And then you'll either sign in. How many of y'all have used Pearson MyLab before? Then just use the same username and password. That'll be easier for you, okay?
This is not the same as the Canvas. Well, theoretically, it might be your
if you
Canvas
set it up that way.
username and password if you set them up to be the same, but you know, mine isn't. Okay.
And but here we've already set it up, and ours is already tied there.
But look at those instructions. Just but you click on Pearson My. Oh, you see there it goes. How much is it? Oh, right here. This is a 16-week semester. I'd buy the $80 18-week access.
You say, well, there's $130 that you can use, so it's good for up to 24 months.
The key word there is up to.
If this thing goes into a new edition, we've been using this book for 5 years now, okay? Somewhere along the way, Pearson's going to decide to put out a new edition. If you buy that 24-month thing, and then boom, next semester it goes into a new edition. Even if you fail the class, you'll have to buy a new code. So
don't think, I'm going to probably fail it and I need to repeat it, so I'm going to buy the $130. I'd go with the $80. Keep a positive attitude. You're not going to fail it. You're going to pass both of these classes and be done with it.
Now, if you get a code from the bookstore, right here is where you enter your access code. Okay.
How much is the access code at the bookstore? If someone's bought it and someone knows.
You know, $80 if you buy it online, it's actually really good for 2 classes.
Yes, 2 classes. Okay, so
108. That's still
Was
a
that
good
the
deal for
18
2
week?
classes. Is that the 18-week, I'm assuming?
Or okay, well.
It's for 24 months.
Oh, you got the big one, the 130. How much was it?
I got this at the bookstore.
Oh, good.
It was
100. Oh, okay. So 108, she said.
That's
the bookstore's, huh? Yours is 18 weeks. Oh, okay. So, but all you need is 18 weeks. But if you have up to 2 years, just don't
put into your head, I can
use this for 2 years.
You need to think to yourself, I'm passing these classes now and getting it over with. Okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get out of Student View.
So if you have trouble setting this up, then on Wednesday, just get here a little early. We'll try to be in here by 1 o'clock on Wednesday. Today at 1, we were still
in our print out roll sheets, you know. So we'll try to be here by 1:15. I have to go to my office and print out those roll sheets.
Before you leave, make sure you sign out beside your name on the one of these, okay? And if your name isn't on these, well, let us know, because we printed this out before 1 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were registered as of
1 p.m.
your name should have been on here, okay? Unless you just literally added the class. But
And once you set up your Pearson My Lab account, you'll be able to see all the assignments under assignments. And I just love the way the grade book looks for students.
Oh,
Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. What am I doing?
You can't use
I gotta,
We can't demonstrate the student grade book on Canvas because,
Yes, I can.
yes,
I
you're going to go
can.
with student
view.
Mhm.
And then grades. This is what it'll look like for y'all, okay? And you'll notice the homework is 20%. Well, we got to put it. You may not understand how we have these percentages set, but it's actually quite brilliant the way it came up with the way to have the 314 and the 1314 grade material all in one My Math Lab course. Remember the quizzes that are used for Math 314. We have them set to be worth 0.01%. Averages are rounded to the nearest integer. So your quiz grades are not going to impact your overall 1314 average. And you say, well, the homework's only counting 19.99% instead of 20. Remember, everything's rounded to the averages are rounded to the nearest integers at the end of the semester. So, if that were rounded to the nearest integer, 19.99, what would it be? 20. So, and
Well, you're just showing them everything ahead of them.
yeah,
32 isn't
that ain't that bad. That ain't that
Is it? You can do it.
Any questions over the? Oh, I'm doing it again. Fortunately, there are no grades there yet.
Okay.
Okay. So
Any questions about the syllabus? Hit stop.